Hi everybody, Assalamu alaikum. I am Umar and you are watching Umar Linguistics. So in this video I am going to share my experience about thyroid surgery. So I have recently passed through a total thyroidectomy. So uh, there is the full removal of my thyroid gland, and therefore I have to take now the hormone replacement. So there are some doubts and fears uh, in the minds of some people, and I just want to share my experience and how I am feeling now. It's almost uh, 10 days from surgery until now, and daily I am taking thyroxine as a replacement hormone 1 to 2 hours before the breakfast because the complete thyroid has been removed, so I have to take it for lifetime. So apart from this, let's discuss how I was diagnosed and how I was operated. First of all, we'll discuss the history. So I have a thyroid nodule here on the left side for almost 6 years, and it kept on increasing. Therefore, I decided to take the complete follow-up procedure. And so once the complete diagnosis is in front of me, so we can lead towards the surgery or some other treatments. So usually if you have a thyroid nodule, which you can see, so there are few tests which would be recommended to you. The first one would be TFT, which is also known as thyroid function test. This is to check whether your thyroid gland is producing the normal ratio of thyroid hormone, or it is producing more or less than the normal range. Once this test is completed, then because my range was normal, so then I was recommended another test, thyroid scan. In thyroid scan, usually it is checked then that what is the nature of that nodule which you are seeing, and whether it is active or non-active. In other words, whether it is also producing thyroid hormone or it is not producing anything and it is just a cold nodule. So I was diagnosed with cold nodule. In other words, uh, it wasn't producing uh, any thyroid hormone at all. Then I was recommended another test, which is known as FNAC, fine needle aspiration cytology. Usually in this test, a few cells are taken from a syringe through blood from your nodule, and then it is checked under microscope. So I was diagnosed with a technical term Batista 2, and in other words, it was benign. So there was no cancerous cells in my nodule. And then there is another test which is very important, which was conducted, ultrasound neck. In ultrasound neck, usually the size of this nodule was is measured. So uh, on the left side I have almost 5 centimeter, and on the right side there was almost 2 centimeter. And after all these tests, I was diagnosed with what is known as multinodular goiter, which means I had multiple nodules, not just the single nodule. And there was, and the doctors recommended me for the surgery, because if you have a cold nodule and if you have goiter, so it may keep on increasing by time. So once you are given the date for the surgery, there are some pre-operative tests, some other tests like chest X-ray, like ECG, and CBC, which means complete blood count. And nowadays, you are also requested to take the COVID test, whether you are positive or negative with COVID, and you are also, because this operation is guided with general anesthesia. You are completely unconscious during the operation, so you are also requested to take a general anesthetic fitness test before the operation. So I took all these tests, and then I was operated on 27 September 2021, and I think it took almost 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 hours to be operated. And so, although they were suggesting that might be possible that only left lobe will be removed and right lobe will would be remained, but the surgeons already told me that it might be possible that sometimes during operation we may feel that the right lobe is also uh, may swell in the future. So therefore my right lobe was also removed. So this operation was actually total thyroidectomy. So now I have nothing, uh, I have not anything which you can say thyroid gland. I just have now parathyroid glands. Parathyroid glands are four in number, and they are actually the part of thyroid gland or very close to thyroid gland. I am not very sure, and usually they are preserved in most of the cases. Otherwise, if they are damaged, then you might have to take some calcium supplements throughout your life. Okay, so sometimes if only some part of your thyroid is removed and some part is kept preserved, in that case, it is possible that you might not have to take uh, thyroid hormone replacement or supplements. Uh, but if your total thyroid is removed, like me, then you definitely have to take thyroxine throughout your life. Um, so there are some complications related to this surgery which you can found, which you can easily find on internet. Like sometimes your laryngeal nerve may be damaged, but it is very rare. Similarly, your parathyroid gland may be accidentally damaged. But just because of these complications, if your surgeons are recommending you the surgery, then you might not, you should not hesitate to go for it, because with not with this procedure, but with every operation, with every surgery, there are definitely some complications, and because it is always the human hands, but you know, uh, these are very rare and they try their best. So I'm very thankful to the surgeons, and I also posted uh, a few days, I think one day before my surgery, to all of the viewers to pray for me. I am very thankful to them and very thankful to God that I have been recovered now and I have been recovering. Similarly, this scar, some people also think that scar will remain there. So I think you don't need to worry about that. Nowadays, there are very good procedures. So after your operation, your stitches will be opened, I think just in after 2 or 3 days, and then you will be given just like these terry strips, which you have to change after every 7 days, and your scar will heal. So there are today is the ninth day after my operation, and I am feeling quite well, quite normal. There is a little bit stiffness which you will feel in the beginning. You might also feel some problem swallowing the in swallowing food, but um, these problems will resolve just in a few days. So this is my experience about thyroid surgery, and let me tell you once again, it was total thyroidectomy. So this can be the most, you can say, this is the major operation in other sense, because I don't have any thyroid gland now. So, but I am feeling quite well, and I hope so. I will feel more better in the future. So, thank you so much.